to start the drive. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Browns at a woeful 1-12 on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And some space here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3rd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored. And now look at him go across midfield. He's on his way. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Herbert once more. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 16. 173 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. (21-0) our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run here with Foreman. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Deontay Foreman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They run it again with Chubb. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Watson changing the play. 3rd and 2. Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And it's third down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A handoff for Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Follow your man.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
We're set. Make it to him. Don't let him rest.
The final shot before the break. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Oh, my God. Let's give away the ball.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
A 1-yard gain brings up third.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Boy, 203 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go again with Herbert. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Herbert going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Santos with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cooper, the man in motion right. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start by running the option to the right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. This is Herbert, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's Herbert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And the Bears first down.
Now Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep. So for Chicago, it's a 10th.